absorbing some of those emotions or the experience is, it stays with you. Not only can you relate, but it's like your whole, and this was the thing that would happen to me all the time as a child. It's like I would feel such adult emotions and pain, or even physical pain. If I was next to someone whose arm was broke, or just got like, I could feel it, and then it would still hurt. It almost like for sometimes I thought it was just growing pains, but let's just say growing pains still feel quite different than those situations. And I do feel, in truth, everyone has the capacity. I'm a firm believer. Everyone has natural intuition, or the intuitive capacities. It's just a matter of really identifying how it comes through for you. And if you choose to identify and recognize how you pick up intuitively, because there's many different ways. You can be the most non-religious, non-spiritual, agnostic, and or atheist, and still be extraordinarily intuitive. You can actually then in turn hone and expand on not only your strongest intuitive gateways, but also expand and hone perhaps the more minor ones that aren't your strong suits. And so don't disregard that's why it comes back to, don't disregard your internal compass. Don't disregard what it is that you're feeling. Start to look at it, kind of, even if you just start, that's curious, I wonder what this is, how can I find more details around that? And that's, you can go into that topic all day. And then the other thing I'll say with this is, as an empath, it is so important to recognize your energy, because that's really the key. People often talk about, being an empath is a curse, and if we're all running in the race that is life, when you're an empath, it's a curse because it's like you're carrying 50-pound weight in each hand. That idea is so far from the truth. In fact, I personally feel that being energetically sensitive and an empath gives you such a gift in not only being able to connect to other people, but you actually have an edge.
Yeah. Well,
to get further. Like, it's almost like it's a boost. You can use this for so much in your career, in your life, and relationships. You just have to be willing to listen.
But that's because you know how to do it, or
Right.
you've learned how to do it. And that's, I think people say that it's an extra 50 pounds of weight, because so many people who claim to be empaths, who work in that, are the worst shape of everybody, energetically, spiritually, physically. They are carrying extra 50 pounds around. They are the least healthy energetically, healthy physically, because they don't know how to deal with it correctly. So that's really great that you actually work with empaths and teach them how to deal with that.
And that breaks my heart, because I saw
It's true though.
Oh
My
yeah.
God.
And
it's like,
I remember a time, and I'm to be totally transparent with you, and your listeners today is, I get it. Like, I get what it's like to be in that space and feel like it's a curse, or feel like there's something wrong with you. And if you're aware you're an empath, you're aware that you have this ability, you're aware of everything that comes with that, and yet if you still are feeling like it's a 50-pound weight, what I would encourage you with love, and this is a tough thing, it's not the easiest thing, this isn't comfortable, so I'm just going to just put that out there right now, but if you're in that space, take a moment and really, or if you know someone who is, see if you can find a way to have a conversation. Well, do you feel like you have, like, is that a way that you're choosing?
Right.
Because that also can make us stay in the sometimes even unconsciously or consciously, the victim cycle.
Yep.
You're, instead of taking ownership of your energetic autonomy, your gifts, and utilizing it truly in service. To be of service does not mean that you have to be in a place where you are sub to everyone else and have this, like, oh, here you go, oh, I'm so low. I did that for a long time, and it sucked.
Yeah.
Because that was all I knew, how to cope. And I get, perhaps that was a way that I survived what was going on in my life, but that's not the way I want to live. And no one needs to nor deserves to live in such a way. But in the end, we have to choose and find a way to help ourselves. And that's why even like the smallest baby step, and just exploring, even just wondering, where is this coming from? When I'm feeling this, am I really, what makes me scared of the unknown, right? It's a natural thing for all of us to be scared of the unknown, right? Because it's change, right? We don't know, and that's a natural biological response. That's why we survived, being in the jungle and, not going too far away from the pack. But we're not we're in a different kind of jungle now.
Different.
So finding your way to heal and to learn how to love yourself.
Yeah, you have to, because it's serving you. You
Yeah.
also look at why that
Oh,
maybe
yes.
less than positive way of being of yourself, whether that is that, whether it's being a victim or being ill or being a billion things we choose.
Yes,
It's obviously serving us, or we wouldn't move. It's like, how is it serving you? And can you, in a more healthy way, get that service that you're getting from it? Oh, I get sympathy from people because of blah, blah, blah. Well, why don't we just get something from other people in a different way? Because that's the hardest thing to look at, because it's not serving me being ill all the time. Yeah, maybe it is.
Well,
But
and that's,
maybe, you could look at that in a different way.
and we want, one of the human needs is connection.
Yeah.
Right? Tribe,
Yeah.
human interaction, pack, what have you. And one of the things that got me out of my own way, okay, I'm just going to just share this, was really recognizing that, and I remember when I reading the book, A New Earth by Eckhart Tolle.
Mm-hmm.
That's what kind of sparked this conversation I ended up having with myself was, just as when we hear the word ego, we often think of, like, even the idea of a narcissist, right? Or like, oh, I'm better than. But in truth, when you also think of yourself as so much more less than, that too is coming from the same ego. And so if just to perhaps use this as an access point, because it's really about finding your individual access point into your healing and releasing of this, feeling like thinking in such a manner or staying in this type of pattern is better than this change, right? Or going into being willing to be uncomfortable to heal, however you want to describe that, is, okay, I don't want to come from a place of ego. I do want to be of service, because often, people who are in that position, you do want to help, right? They want to help others.
Of course.
The intention's there, and it's genuine and it's real. So you will be able to serve others so much more when you give yourself permission to accept the divinity that is within you, that you are. And if it means calling out yourself and saying, hey, you know what, by me thinking I'm trash and I'm ridiculous and not good enough and all that, then you're playing the same game as those who you don't want to be.
Because ego is, again, one of those words that gets, it's a bad thing. You have to have
a healthy ego.
A healthy ego. You have to have, to do what we do, to work with people, to do any job. Whether, you're the kitchen helper at the school, you've got to think, you'll believe and know that you're really good at what you do. That's a healthy ego. You don't want to go, I'm the best in the world and that's all there is. But you equally don't want to go, I'm so unworthy. I've got to take care of you. I've got to take care of you.
Am I capable of cleaning this mirror? Well enough? I don't know.
I don't know. Is that the person you really want to take care of you? No. Oh. Well, Miss Shauna Grace, you have been the bestest guest. This is where I will have you on again and again if you would like to come. So, tell people, do you have anything coming up that people want to watch for you or listen for you for? Or what are you doing with yourself? How do people find you?
Oh my goodness, girl. Well, I have my hands in multiple things right now, to be perfectly frank. But
many fingers.
Many fingers. But that being said, of course, you can connect with me via social media. On Instagram, I'm at the Shauna Grace, ShaunagRace, and then add the, right, the Shauna Grace. Facebook, of course, where I'm, again, same hash, you can use that same handle to find me. My website, shaunagrace.com, and what's coming up, which I'm super excited about, I am launching, definitely stay in touch, because in probably the next few weeks, you're going to be seeing House of Wild Hearts up and live, which will be an online subscription network about everything that empowerment and intuition and psychic development. I'm bringing in some amazing, including Miss Patti will be having a little something on there potentially as well, which I'm so excited we can talk about later. But yeah, if you are wanting to just explore even just the topics that we were talking about today and want to learn and have access to free resources, as well as have access to some extraordinary courses on everything from medical intuition to psychic development to empathic development and honing your gifts as an empath. Also, I'll have some great down the road. I'll also be having some great documentaries and just kind of entertainment aspects along with this whole conversation and topic of intuition. So stay tuned, and some products will be going up soon. So I have a lot going on there, and then my goodness, what else? I'm also in the process of launching the International Alliance of Certified Intuitive Practitioners, which is, to me, really important because both you and I share a very strong belief of highlighting and recognizing legitimate, integrity-based, metaphysical and spiritual / holistic practitioners. So this is going to be a really great resource for people, not only who are currently professionals wanting to just have another aspect of getting their name out there, but also more specifically those who want to share resources and help those who are both wanting to learn about the metaphysical industries and want to, but also want a place to go with legitimate information. So just stay tuned. That's coming too.
Stay tuned for that. ShaunaGrace.com, the Shauna Grace on social media. You can find me at PattiNegri.com, PattiNegri.com, Instagram, Patti.Negri, Facebook, Patti Negri, but I don't have much friend room, but you can follow me and you can like Patti Negri, Psychic Medium, Twitter, Patti Negri, all the usual things. We both have Texas coming up in a few months. We're going to be in Dallas, Texas, doing a conference, Embrace Your Spirit conference. It's really fun. We do it every year. We each teach workshops. We do mediumship galleries. We do panels. It's in the Dallas area. Come join us. I've got a bunch of Paracons coming up. I'm doing Virginia City Paracon. I'm doing Vulture City Paracon. Anything with the word City Paracon in it. I'm getting ready to film in a week or two with Trevor Moore again on Comedy Channel. So I've got all sorts of good things. So just follow both of us, Patti Negri, Shauna Grace, and of course, always tune in to The Witching Hour. Thank you for listening. This is Patti Negri signing off.
Yes, bitch. Yes.
I'm trying 2 minutes.